The UAE's real estate market is absolutely booming right now. There's a few reasons why this is happening. So my name is Zayon, or AKA The Property Guy. I'm just going to walk you through some of the reasons why the UAE is absolutely booming and why off-plan could be the next investment strategy for you. So we're going to cover payment plans, we're going to cover the RERA, DLD, we're going to be covering escrow accounts and the reasons why your money is actually really safe. So what is off-plan? Off-plan is when you're entering the market or the development at the earliest stage possible. The earlier you get in, the cheaper the price is going to be and the better positioned you are for profit, and the higher the return on your investment. Most of these developers are offering a 0% interest plan. So for example, a payment plan could typically look like a 60-40. That's what you're seeing from most of the strong developers over here. So let's say you have a 1 million dirham property, you have a 60% to pay during construction, and then you have a 40% that you're going to pay on handover once it is completed. Now what you can look at is the payment plan of monthly, quarterly, every 6 months, or every 12 months. Depending on the developer, that's what you're going to typically be seeing. And at the end, you have a 40% payment, which can also be mortgaged as well. The second option is that you actually have a post-handover payment plan. Now, what this looks like is that you pay off the 60% during construction, and then once it's finished, you have 2 to 3 years, depending on the developer's agreement, that you're going to be paying monthly, for example, the rest of the amount which your tenants could also be paying for you. Again, this is all interest free. There is 0% income tax, no capital gains tax. Investor residency visas are available with certain investments. So what visas do you get? You have an investor visa, which is a 2-year lifetime renewable visa. The property value has to be 750,000 dirhams. And what you're looking at is a 20% down payment, and the SPA, sales purchase agreement, has to be signed. And you also have the 10-year golden visa, where you can actually sponsor your family, you can sponsor workers, and you have this for 10 years, opening bank accounts, and you can actually have a residency in this amazing country without actually having to live here. So you don't have to be here for a certain number of time. You can come in and out as you please. Now the rental yields are some of the highest in the world. We can see double-digit rental yields over here, which is absolutely insane, because coming from the UK, or I know I have clients who are in America or clients who are in Europe, they do not enjoy double-digit rental yields. So once the property is handed over, you can either sell it or you can rent it out on short-term accommodation or on long-term accommodation, depending on your strategy. Now your entry and your exit strategy, you have to think about these. So as an entry point, you want to get in as early as possible. This is because at the earliest phase, this is when the developer is offering it at the cheapest possible price. Now, when you're thinking about buying an investment, you always want to be the first person to buy something, because when the second person buys it, you are marking up that price. So if you're going to be getting in a development, you want to get in as early as possible, because when you're straight from the developer, it's never going to be cheaper than that. So by choosing the best units at the best price at the earliest phase, you're going to maximize your profit and your return on investment. Now, what's an EOI? An expression of interest. So before launch, you're going to be placing a 5 to 10% holding deposit. This is an EOI. Now, the reason why this is because you want to get on a waiting list, especially for projects which are super high in demand. So what this does is that it gets you in early, before the public release, and locks you in at the cheapest price. And the EOI is deducted from the purchase price. Also, this is fully refundable, by the way. In terms of construction timeframes, you're typically looking at 1 to 5 years, depending on the project, the size, and the type. Shorter timelines are higher monthly payments. Longer timelines means lower spread out payments. Now your money is kept in an escrow account, which is why everything is so safe. So what the government has done is that they've ensured that every developer has a separate escrow account that you pay the money into. Now the developer cannot touch this until certain milestones have been achieved. So the government will send an inspector to the site and see how far has the project been completed. Once they're happy to say, yep, cool, 20, 30% has been checked off, then they will release the next stage of funding for the next phase. So it's only released on the construction progress of the developer. Now the reason why everything is super secure and super safe is that we have the DLD, which is the Dubai Land Department, and we have RERA as well. These are the real estate authorities in Dubai which oversee everything in terms of the investment. Now what you have to understand is that Dubai and the UAE is the #1 country in the world, or state, however you want to call it. It's the #1 market in the world that is attracting foreign direct investment. So most of the investors who are investing into Dubai are actually foreigners. They are from other countries, which is why they have to ensure that everything is so safe and secure, because if this reputation is ruined, it will completely destroy all of the reputation of Dubai, and people will see it as a risk, they'll see it as a scam and things like this. So your funds are always the safest in this economy, the most stable economy in the world, the most safest country in the world, and probably the most, I would say, innovative country with the speeds and the plans that they have in place. So that's how the process works just for off plans. So you can be rest assured that you know what it is that you're doing and what's actually involved within the development process and why your funds and your investment are safe in the UAE. So if you want to learn more about this process, or if you want to get involved in off-plan yourself into the UAE, just give me a shout. My details are below, book a call, and let's see if we can get you started.